Apparently, some YouTubers found potentially Gabby Petito's corpse. So let's get right into the story. So scores of social media sleuths sprang into action when Gabby Petito vanished, and some of their armchair detective work may have led authorities to her likely remains in Wyoming. So Petito's suspected corpse was found Sunday in Bridgeton National Forest after two YouTubers reviewed personal video they took of their trip there. And they noticed a van on the footage that matched the description of hers and alerted authorities. Most agencies don't have that many detectives to canvass for witnesses, to canvass for any kind of evidence, retired NYPD detective Michael Alcazar told the Washington Post. Now we have so many eyes out there, millions of civilian investigators, because now they're on the lookout. It's kind of like an Amber Alert, but more effective. While some of the web gumshoes tips might be useless, others could have already provided key information to investigators and may still yet yield leads as probers try to piece together the case. So the YouTubers Jen and Kyle Bethune posted to their channel Sunday that they may have recorded footage of the van Petito had been traveling in cross-country while the pair was reviewing tape from their family's own trip to Grand Teton National Park. We came across a white van that had Florida plates, Jen Bethune said, a small white van, and we were going to stop and say hi because we're from Florida too. But the van was completely dark. There was nobody there, so we decided to continue on our way. The Bethunes said they spotted the van parked off to the side around 6 or 6:30 p.m., August 27th, and later traveled back on the road and saw it again. It's kind of freaky for a late Saturday evening, Kyle Bethune said. Petito's loved ones later thanked the couple for coming forward with the footage. We believe this is the van for multiple reasons, the Ken wrote Sunday on the Find Gabby Facebook page. And apparently this is the van in question. And I mean, it's just kind of like creepy that a van's just like parked on the side of the road. And it's just weird that you wouldn't even like maybe potentially just like look around. But either way, this did lead to the FBI actually going out there and checking to see what's going on. So thank you so much. This is exactly why we are asking people to review older photos and video, they added. And TikToker user Miranda Baker revealed in a series of videos that she and her boyfriend gave a lift to a man she believes was Petito's fiancé, Brian Laundrie, at Grand Teton on August 29th. Baker claimed that the man told the couple he needed to go to Jackson, where she and her boyfriend were heading. But about 20 minutes later, she mentioned Jackson Hole, and he allegedly asked to get out. Once I said Jackson Hole, he became agitated, she said in one of the videos. He seemed like he needed to get out. He was kind of antsy, and that's when things got weird. She said they let the man out near Jackson Dam and that he walked across the street into a nearby crowded parking lot, presumably to try to continue hitchhiking. I'm hoping this can help someone identify him because I saw him from TikTok, which then made me call the authorities, she said. If the hitchhiker was Laundrie, it's unclear where he was headed at the time. He ended up arriving at his parents' home in Northport, Florida, in Petito's van without her September 1st. And Laundrie, who cops called a person of interest in Petito's disappearance, then vanished himself last week. And police in Northport confirmed that they have spoken to Baker, but didn't say whether they believe the hitchhiker was Laundrie. And in Idaho, businesswoman revealed that she believes Petito and Laundrie stopped into her store on their way to Yellowstone National Park in late August. The owner of the Rustic Road, Victor, claimed on Facebook that the couple popped into her shop for about 15 to 20 minutes on either August 25th or August 26th. They told me they were traveling from Florida. They had just been to Teton Park and they said they were interested in going to Yellowstone, and I told them they could go to the west entrance, said the unidentified owner. So they seemed happy, and when they left, she hollered back from the door that they were engaged, and then I said, "Congratulations." The owner said she notified the FBI about the encounter in Victor, which is about 29 miles from Petito's last known location in Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. Petito last spoke to her family around August 25th and said she and Laundrie were in Utah and headed to Wyoming. So this is like a pretty interesting thing, and you got to ask yourself, right? It's like, most likely the corpse is her, right? And if it is, it's sad. If it isn't, it's sad, right? Like, there's like no win-win situation in this, right? Because someone died. That being said, what's going to happen now, right? Because this is such an interesting like case and like situation. Is like, is anyone even going to be able to find the fiance, the guy, right? Just like think about it. Is anyone actually going to be able to find the guy, or is it going to be like a couple weeks from now, people are going to find another corpse and it's the guy this time, right? So it's going to be very interesting to see what ends up happening. If you stumble upon this, feel free to give your thoughts about this whole situation. What do you think might have happened? Because either way, this is a very odd situation, right? And from like other reports, it seems like potentially they had like a spat. Basically, maybe they like verbally or physically hit each other or scratch each other or something like that. And if that's the case, if the relationship got violent to any extent, it should have just ended right then and there. But again, we don't know what happened, right? We don't know the situation. So this is going to be very interesting to see what is the outcome of this actual story, right? Like, what is the outcome of everything? Now, in the grand scheme of things, it's not really that important because no one really wants someone to have died, obviously. Like, I mean, that's just a sad situation and sad for the family members. But it would be good for clarity for everyone to figure out, okay, what happened? Why did it happen? And what the hell is even going on, right? The only thing that I think is personally sad is that it took YouTubers to find her, potentially, right? So it's like, you'd think that the FBI would be a little bit more skilled in being able to deal with situations like this. Now, I understand that they're probably swamped, but still, right? Like, when you have like a situation that is so widespread, like the attention on this is so widespread, not just, in the United States, but like worldwide, you would think that the government would focus a little bit more on this, right? Just because it's such a big story, because it's hard to actually ignore it, right? But either way, give your thoughts. What do you think happened? Do you think the fiance did it? Do you think the fiance did not do it? Do you think it was murder? Do you think she just died from natural causes? Do you think it's her even? Because apparently there's supposed to be an autopsy done very shortly. And it's going to be very interesting to see what ends up happening.